The future of fertility will belong to organizations that combine exceptional science with exceptional experience.
As doctors, you know the importance of time in creating those eggs and embryos and how the chances get lower as you get older. But then think about it in the patient's shoes, time in their life, like actual time that they are spending getting poked and prodded and feeling uncertain and sad, right? And they feel that they're in hold in their life. Empower patients to be their own advocate, to understand their options, to make informed decisions, and to cope. I think that by doing that, you can actually individualize care because you're having conversations. And so that's something I think is really important is conversations around information up front so that when you might need to tell them later things they don't want to hear, they're kind of prepared for what, and they're not in shock, blindsided, and the grief just keeps compounding, that they feel in a way at peace with it, right? Because like I said, we pivoted to surrogacy, so I won't go into all that, but having a strategic plan and having more information up front and being transparent about that price as well as pathways.
Yeah, anyone else have thoughts? Lisa?
This term he used the emotional credit card.
Yes.
There is the
Exactly.
the financial aspect of it. There's also the emotional credit card, and that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is do I have the emotional capacity to
Am I
not
up
just
for
the
this?
financial, right? Yeah. So
And so to hear when the question was asked to the audience of, what do you think is the number one pain point that patients have? Is it financial discussions? Is it this? And the answer was communication. And you think it just kind of makes me realize that everybody's focused on so many complex solutions when in reality, it's such a simple solution is just to communicate with the patients. And that's what has to be solved.
What do you think the biggest issue that patients had that is causing dropout?
I think expectation is number one. Patient comes with an expectation, and maybe the picture that is put in front of them is not the actual one. And I think trying to understand that expectation and clarify the answers and provide enough answers to the patient that's the most important one. We've heard that in the meeting. Communication. I think communication is such an important thing. And try to match the expectation of the patients.
We talk about empathy, but do we engineer it? In other words, if you have to take your goal and your thoughts and make them actionable, right? So you need to engineer it. Empathy isn't measured, incentivized, or trained. Does it even really exist? And I think, Lisa, you brought up a good point, is that when you're teaching your team about personalized care, you have to actually teach them what that means in actions. How do you do that? And so this is your topic, that we are, maybe overvaluing physician empathy and undervaluing the system designed that prevents suffering. And could we do a platform that helps with empathy?
Our mantra really going through it and what we try to help people with, if you want to be a parent, you will be a parent. That's what all of you amazing people are here to do, by opening people's minds to options and having that empathy to kind of say, you know what, we're going to walk through the fire, but there is nobody I'd rather walk through the fire with than my doctor.